scrolls or a hacker's key. One good roll and we break reality. Roll the dice, take the leap, face the fire, slay the beast. Magic surge in brains ignite. Legends live when we roll it right. Stealing spells in a kingdom vast. Pathfinder's call, make history last. Battle gods change fate, seize the throne. From mythic quests to lands unknown. Echoes of ancients, runes in the stone. A hero's fate is never their own. Rise from the ashes, power untamed. Walk with the legends, carve out your name. Take the quest, don't look back. Fate is calling like the path. From the whispers of the past to the throne we'll seize at last. Jacking to the grid, let's run the heist. Neon veins, chrome bones, gamble with life. Corpos lurk, got crits to stack. One false move and there's no going back. Gunner kings, black ice systems crash. Cybernetic gods in the data flash. Bullets rain in the city of dreams, but we're ghosts in the code, unseen machines. Break the lock, break the chain. In the dark where rebels reign. Street samurai, deckers ride. One last job, then we're out alive. Shadows creep where the answers hide. Forgotten truths in the cracks of time. Monsters lurking behind the scenes. No coffee breaks, no waking dreams. Veil is thin, we slip between mortal myths and things unseen. Dice keep rolling, the story extends. But in the dark, does the game ever end? One shot, one night, lights go dim. Roll high on bubbles, sleep or swim. In every world, in every fight, legends rise when the dice roll right. From the old scrolls to the neon skies, magic sparks and the data flies. We write the lore, we forge the steel. A new adventure, a fate that's real. Roll the dice, take the fight. Steal a circuit, wrong or right. Every table, every screen. We're the legends, we're the dream. Roll the dice. We're the dream. Roll the old scrolls to the neon skies. Magic sparks and the data flies. Bullets lurk, but let go alone. We run it, we're the dream. Grab the snacks, it's game night, roll the dice. Grab your sheets, set the scene, heroes rise. D&D, Pathfinder, worlds collide. Cyberpunk's neon glow, tech and crime. Dungeon maps, net hacks, fate untold. We ain't just players, we shape the world. Mystic scrolls or a hacker's key. One good roll and we break reality. Roll the dice, take the leap, face the fire, slay the beast. Magic surge in brains ignite. Legends live when we roll it right. Stealing spells in a kingdom vast. Pathfinder's call, make history last. Battle gods change fate, seize the throne. From mythic quests to lands unknown. Echoes of ancients, runes in the stone. A hero's fate is never their own. Rise from the ashes, power untamed. Walk with the legends, carve out your name. Take the quest, don't look back. Fate is calling like the path. From the whispers of the past to the throne we'll seize at last. Jacking to the grid, let's run the heist. Neon veins, chrome bones, gamble with life. Corpos lurk, got crits to stack. One false move and there's no going back. Gunner kings, black ice systems crash. Cybernetic gods in the data flash. Bullets rain in the city of dreams, but we're ghosts in the code, unseen machines. Break the lock, break the chain. In the dark where rebels reign. Street samurai, deckers ride. One last job, then we're out alive. Shadows creep where the answers hide. Forgotten truths in the cracks of time. Monsters lurking behind the scenes, no coffee breaks, no waking dreams. Veil is thin, we slip between mortal myths and things unseen. Dice keep rolling, the story extends, but in the dark, does the game ever end? One shot, one night, lights go dim. Roll high on bubbles, sleep or swim. In every world, in every fight, legends rise when the dice roll right. From the old scrolls to the neon skies, magic sparks and the data flies. We write the lore, we forge the steel, a new adventure, a fate that's real. Roll the dice, take the fight, steal a circuit, wrong or right. Every table, every screen, we're the legends, we're the dream. Roll the dice, we're the dream. Roll the old scrolls to the neon skies, magic sparks and the data flies. Bullets work, but let go alone. We run it, we're the dream. Grab the snacks, it's game night. Roll the dice, grab your sheet, set the scene. Heroes rise, D&D, Pathfinder. Worlds collide, cyberpunk's neon glow. Tech and crime, dungeon maps, net hacks. Fate untold, we ain't just players, we shape the world. Mystic scrolls or a hacker's key. One good roll and we break reality. Roll the dice, take the leap. Face the fire, slay the beast. Magic surge in blinds ignite. Legends live when we roll it right. Stealing spells in a kingdom vast. Pathfinder's call, make history last. Battle gods change fate, seize the throne. From mythic quests to lands unknown. Echoes of ancients, runes in the stone. A hero's fate is never their own. Rise from the ashes, power untamed. Walk with the legends, carve out your name. Take the quest, don't look back. Fate is calling like the path. From the whispers of the past to the throne we'll seize at last. Jacking to the grid, let's run the heist. Neon veins, chrome bones, gamble with life. Corpos lurk, got crits to stack. One false move and there's no going back. Gutter kings, black ice systems crash. Cybernetic gods in the data flash. Bullets rain in the city of dreams, but we're ghosts in the code, unseen machines. Break the lock, break the chain. In the dark where rebels reign. Street samurai, deckers ride. One last job, then we're out alive. Shadows creep where the answers hide. Forgotten truths in the cracks of time. Monsters lurking behind the scenes. No coffee breaks, no waking dreams. Veil is thin, we slip between mortal myths and things unseen. Dice keep rolling, the story extends, but in the dark, does the game ever end? One shot, one night, lights go dim. Roll high on bubbles, sleep or swim. In every world, in every fight, legends rise when the dice roll right. From the old scrolls to the neon skies, magic sparks and the data flies. We write the lore, we forge the steel, a new adventure, a fate that's real. Roll the dice, take the fight, steal a circuit, wrong or right. Every table, every screen, we're the legends, we're the dream. Roll the dice, we're the dream. Roll the old scrolls to the neon skies, magic sparks and the data flies. Bullets lurk, but let go alone. we run it. We're the dream. Grab the snacks, it's game night. Roll the dice, grab your sheets, set the scene. Heroes rise, D&D, Pathfinder. Worlds collide, cyberpunk's neon glow. Tech and crime, dungeon maps, net hacks. Fate untold, we ain't just players, we shape the world. Mystic scrolls or a hacker's key. One good roll and we break reality. Roll the dice, take the leap. Face the fire and slay the beast. Magic surge in brains ignite. Legends live when we roll it right. Stealing spells in a kingdom vast. Pathfinder's call, make history last. Battle gods change fate, seize the throne. From mythic quests to lands unknown. Echoes of ancients, runes in the stone. A hero's fate is never their own. Rise from the ashes, power untamed. Walk with the legends, carve out your name. Take the quest, don't look back. Fate is calling like the path.
What's up, Internet? We're back. And this time, it's a podcast. Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Suddenly rethinking a lot of life's decisions in that moment. Let's try that a different way. I'm Aaron Sigil, host of the Villain Campaign and main DM of Everybody Loves Kragan, a player in every other game we have on this channel. I'm going to hand it off to my co-DM in Everybody Loves Kragan, Dark.
Hello everyone, this is Darkheart, the DM for Everyone Loves Kraven, Raven and Ravnica. Do you want everyone else to introduce themselves, or do you want me to start it? Because I would rather
Everyone introduce themselves? Like,
yeah. Passing off are two resident psychopaths in the distant future, Chugs.
I'm Adam. This is your brain on Chugs, and normally I am the GM for Cyberpunk Red, Better Off Red, but this month I am the social pariah and the bane of everyone's existence because I got them addicted to Cyberpunk and then had the audacity to have children that I have to do things with on Easter.
Hey, we're not alone in this. The audience is also addicted. Okay.
yeah, let's get real about it. You fucked up this month. You know.
Actually, I don't believe that he took a break because it stopped me from being shot in the head. But we'll talk about that. I got it.
It's like when you get told.
Knowledge can one character burn.
It's like when you get told that you're meeting Patton Oswalt, and then Patton Oswalt never shows up.
That happened to you?
No, I'm saying that's the feeling.
It's really specific.
Yeah, that was very specific.
No.
I thought you were Samwise, but you're really Boromir.
Go fuck yourself!
Oh my god. Boromir.
Oh, that's such a Boromir thing to say.
I'm glad everyone's aware that I am apparently Sean Bean. I did kill myself in the first episode of Everybody Loves Kragan, didn't I? Back to it.
I'm not going to get into that. Technically, he's broken that joke. Thanks, Silent Hill, the movie.
Gravity.
Seriously. Right. Sorry. I am Gravity, the GM of the Pathfinder campaign, and a player most of the campaign. I'm also the one usually driven insane by Sid the most lately. Is there a thing we're back in South American? Who knows? By the other one, things could go far, far worse. Versus oh, we have another guest here. I'm gonna pass it off to Kritash.
Oh, they don't love me.
That way. Hello everyone, I am Miguel. I play Kritash in Act 1 of Unbalanced Kragan, Palin in Act 2, and Raven and Ravnica. I play Jingles, Previous Kobold, Pathfinder. I'm a player in all the games, but I DM games at home, so kind of happy.
Jingles. Chaos we must reign this month on Pathfinder. Make up for lack of Cyberpunk last month.
Yes, the Kobolds have extra eggs to come.
Yes.
You told them. Schemes will run deeper in the plots in thicker shadows.
Yes, indeed. It's a Nero. Someone unleash the Nero!
But anyway, welcome to GuldHallGaming GM Podcast, where we talk about the last month of tabletops here on the channel. This month we did not have Cyberpunk because apparently somebody had to spend time with family instead of gaming with his friends like a mature adult.
Jesus.
Yes, as disappointing as it is for the audience, it's far worse for the players because we were all looking forward to watching Splatter become Splatter. And unfortunately, due to the utter failures of our GM, we have to wait until later this month to watch Splatter become a Splatter. But,
Can I activate my Sand Devastan and be there and help them?
dude, you are like literally in the back of a fucking car tied to a fucking table. Who the fuck are you playing with right now?
It doesn't hurt to ask.
But we are going to go ahead and kick this show on off. Dark. Let's go ahead and talk about Raven and Ravnica and the bullshit you tried to pull this month.
I don't know what you're even talking about. It was perfectly reasonable, logical, and it went just fine. Just fine.
Hey, Gravity. How's it hanging?
Don't worry. Nightmares will follow you.
Yes.
No, okay, serious talk. Again, I'm DM for Raven and Ravnica, where we're
I meant to ask you this at the time, but is her weapon of choice a spirit gun?
yes, it is.
Does she also know spirit shotgun?
When she needs to.
What about spirit Gatling
She
gun?
doesn't use it very often, does it?
What about spirit Gatling gun?
Nah, she's not advanced for that.
Spirit bazooka?
She has it. Nah, but she has the cannon? No.
That's not cool. But you are giving me ideas of what I need the is it for. She couldn't handle my real face.
No, that's not it.
And you're not going to talk about it either, or say anything ahead of time, right, Gravity?
I must keep the few secrets I have.
I've never heard a DM threaten a player so completely before.
I have.
Oh,
Where they got into some combat, and handled it pretty well. And now, after a very bad panic attack, some characters are lost, some are waiting around, and we're gonna pick back up there when we get a chance next week. But all in all, I was having a great time DMing that session, just having a couple of jokes, just getting into a very reactive combat. The one thing I will say is, man, there's a bunch of maps that I want to use, and I just don't have them coded, and that really slowed down the session. And I wish I had done that differently.
you know what my favorite part of the session was?
What?
Trolling the fuck out of this party so completely the whole session. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
My wingman chugs everyone.
Playing a messed up, what did we go with?
He was a complete invalid.
Coming to Civic to get, patched up in.
Basically, I was playing up like the shit that burnt me up also fucked me up worse than that.
Yeah. Hey, but hey, you got a really cool chair out of it.
Oh, yeah. Not anymore. I just use that thing on my bed.
Y'all know I'm gonna charge y'all for a replacement, right?
Huh?
Y'all know I'm charging the party for a replacement, right?
You didn't own that chair.
Yeah, I was about to say, you didn't own that.
He's doing the same thing he does in Cyberpunk. Like everything
Uh-huh.
everything he acquires, he's just like, this is mine. You destroy it, you owe me money.
No.
Uh-huh.
Understand, it is simply that I need to reparate Simic for the damage caused by y'all's party.
I feel like you should pay that from your own wallet because you brought us here, so you brought us to Civic since you're.
I didn't tell Trini to have a panic attack and break the chair. Trini did that on Trini's own.
But, no, seriously, the session went really well. There's a couple of things I wish I did differently. But all in all, the party had a lot of fun. I can't wait for them to come back, and delve into all the things going on. There's some still plot holes. There's still some mysteries. There's this weird doll some character decided to just keep on their person all the time.
She loves that doll, man. I like.
She really does. She really should keep an eye on it, though.
Look, just because it has a high body count doesn't mean we need to be worried.
So they're adding you to the body count.
Maybe. But yeah. How did y'all, the DMs, feel about that session in Ravnica?
I thought it was fun. I thought it was fitting. I expected something to happen to be honest there because, things I can't talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting in that room.
Yeah. Yeah, we know.
I don't believe that vial was empty. Matt, oh Matt.
The math ain't mathin'.
I think Chugs made an abomination without realizing it. And I'm gonna have to clean up the mess either fucking way. So I'm just getting a jump on being here for it.
You know, what I think is going to be the funniest thing is that it wasn't like that. Jugs did actually successfully complete that encounter, and you just being this adamant that something's wrong. It's just like, you know what? Why not just fulfill destiny?
Have you already forgotten? If I believes it, it's real. I literally just heard Mystic go, oh no. All I need in this game are more orcs. I need more boys. You know what I mean?
Just grabbing it. Alright. And did you miss me? I missed you. That's gonna be so much fun.
Right. It was great. I really had fun last session. I'm looking forward to what happens this session and whether or not Trini and Kaylin are able to find their way back while they're lost.
I mean, you know, we make maps, so, you know, it shouldn't be too hard.
Also, like, how long were we running to where we'd be that lost in this place?
Pretty far, pretty fast. As far as it took. Yeah, as far as it took to get to Treaty. That's how far I ran.
Son of a bitch.
So, I do have one question.
Sure.
How long do I let them flounder before I find them?
Don't know.
How do we even get in touch with him?
That should be the session.
Yep. Alright, so I'm not going to ask any more questions because I don't want to spoil anything.
Nope. Not a one question. In fact, with that, is there anything else anyone would like to say about Raven and Ravnica and what is to come?
I do have something to say. Spoil at your own peril. I hear all these spiteful. I'm just petty. Gravity, blink twice if you're okay.
Look. I promise I will never show my real face in front of you ever again. Alright, Trini?
Blinks. Unblinked. I just spoil.
I'll always make sure I'm standing right behind you. So you have to hear everything unfolding.
Oh, God, that's... But yeah, me and Aaron have planned out a lot of stuff going on. So we now have a roadmap of what's going on. And I honestly cannot wait. Excuse me. I honestly cannot wait for y'all to get to, you know, the next milestone as everyone is waiting to level up. But yeah, that's Ravnica. Unless y'all have some more questions, I can pass it off.
I have a question, and it's a rather important question, I feel, as the aforementioned mascot of the channel. Exactly when do I get to arrive in Ravnica, Darkheart?
Frickin' never. You're advertising in my game. You're advertising in my game.
I know, but I should be in Ravnica too. There's no reason that I should not be on Ravnica. Besides, don't you know me and Bolus go back way back?
I hate everything about that.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yep. Which, next up, I'm gonna do Starfighter. Which, oh boy. So, we had to. The first session started with a bit of an intro. It says Dark had to pay his tax for using it first. Nice.
Yeah. That wasn't fun.
Ah, yes.
It caused so much. Dude, that caused so many issues.
Valadar's eternal servitude pledged to Jingles.
You didn't do that.
Oh, Jinkles, my love for life.
Yeah.
The one and only, my true shiny thing.
It was so good, and I wasn't uniting you out of it. I was like, Jingles is gonna spray himself with rousing splash. There's just wet shirt. Just
Oh, I love him as much as I love secrets.
Bro, all I
To take them into the
pictured
night. Oh,
was those high school. Y'all know the FNAF Pizzeria Simulator, or not the Pizzeria Simulator, Ultimate Custom Night high school clips.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, except it's Valadar and Jingles as the main two. While Sid's just looking over at Jingles like, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, after that, the party did a bit of minor shopping, retired Kang, and decided back down to the dungeon where they've entered the arena entrance door. Or after anyway, a couple of fights, the party split up, causing the GM battle mind room, but you would have to speed through some of the dungeon. Which, speaking of which, for people, yes, we're going to be doing that. No offense, we've been doing responsible, which is supposed to be started responsible for a while, and as much as I am having fun, the characters, with the plots, this module's not supposed to get long. Like, heck, I've admitted, I had to put out a piece of content that I find completely useless to how this party functions. Functions because it's just giving them items and not even useful, I'm gonna say.
We resent that comment, Gravity. We want lore. We want items. We want shinies! How dare you deny us?
the true issue is, I don't want to, because I don't know much about this module, is that we are really good players and we can be very efficient at stuff, and then very efficient with other stuff. Man.
No.
Exactly. You guys, here's the thing, you're not wrong. You guys are massive just when it comes to combat, and then the RP hits, and then everybody just goes wild. The fact that it took us so long to get to the first bit of Valadar and Love. Heck, that was.
No, it was great.
All the I wanted. It was no, the RP is great. It's just, yet again, it can get really distracting, which is why we're going to be speeding through some things. Like again, town visits and everything else are going to be now handled off screen.
Yeah.
Off screen, so while if it's a big important thing, like somebody really wants to talk to Rin or something that they think is important, I will bring it up. I will say we have to handle it in the campaign. Otherwise, it's happening off screen. Shopping happening off screen. Jobs, stuff like that happening off screen.
I'll make sure to let Antris know he can't see his girlfriend during the adventure.
Whose girlfriend?
Antris's!
Antris has put a lot of focus on Rin.
That's
And trying to help her because I gotta get it. It's two characters screwed over by a piece of fate. Rin has an ability that is viewed upon good, and Antris is fuck with Sid forever.
Forever and ever and ever.
Yes!
Really unfortunate.
Eternally my slave! Ha ha ha!
It's that moment where Antris really does look at Valadar and is like, please, I'll throw you into another room if you give me that fireball to the face.
It wouldn't do any good, and that's the worst part.
Can he come back? His Athos has two problems. His body can't be used for resurrection. He can't be used in any form of undead making. But he will always come back.
Oh, that does remind me about something. Something that got brought up in the session. Go ahead, Gravity.
Yes, you all actually also made an encounter with another entity. And this one, a mummy undead, who also made a bit of a jerk. Jerk is offering to help you guys deal with one of the antagonists. The one I know nobody at this game will pronounce his name properly. Jafaki.
Jafar?
Jafaki.
Jaffe?
Jackie,
Oh, no, wait, you're talking
what
about
are you
Jafaki.
doing here?
No, wait, you're talking about Jafaki.
Yes, that one.
Jafaki, yeah.
The guy the mummy asked you guys to go in, which is gonna probably trigger a couple of things because of the two undead haters in this party.
Be clear. It's not that I hate undead. I just want them to not be undead.
And it's not that Antris hates undead, he just doesn't tolerate their existence.
That's hate in a different way. But
No,
hate,
it's not. He doesn't. He hasn't tried to kill the Lich.
Hate with extra steps.
He hasn't tried to kill the Lich yet.
Mummy, there is a difference.
No, I was talking about the Lich upstairs.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I do want to say, and again, I've said this in the game. It's not that Valdar hates undead. He has a very, it's not even a strict code that everyone who dies needs to like continue the cycle, and undead and liches interrupt it, and sometimes it just needs to be corrected. He does. He hasn't interacted with spirits before. It's the people who do it because they don't want to. Yeah.
And then you have mummies with complete powers of things because they are legitimate in a terrifying situation. They are just people who could not move on and are now stuck in their bodies.
Yeah.
For some reason. And have gone through some pretty horrifying shit.
Yeah, because you're not going to ever find Valdar being angry at that. That's a situation. It's the people who try to use it for like greed and gain. Like, that's where you'll see Valdar flip out.
Like the actual attack. When people, God, I can't wait for that fight to happen. See how you guys react to her. But anyway. But yeah, the lady handled the fight, saved in air quotes, the mummy. And are planning to eventually get to the final four. But it's sort of separated himself for some reason. We'll find out about that next session. Sid hit me with paralyzed spell in real life.
That's going to be so fun.
Sid has been working on something for a long time, yes.
Still see. It might not be as fun as.
Gotcha.
Let's just leave it. But yeah, anything we want to talk about with the campaign so far?
Prakash, if you want to like touch on what we talked about in that session, how you were feeling about it.
Oh, right. Split up thing. Yeah, the split up thing.
Yeah, go ahead. Prakash.
Oh, yeah. Nah, it's just, I think we really shouldn't do that as often, especially if we're trying to, at some point, wrap up this campaign and start another one. Where, yeah, it's just separating the party, but then I think it's when you guys have two characters, making sure, like, when you separate the party that you're not, like, you know, I mean, depending on the situation might make sense. But generally, try not to like take all the time in both instances, because then it's just kind of like I'm here with the audience, kind of watching as well. But that like it for one session, it's whatevs. I just wanted to mention it in case it started happening in 2-3 sessions. I don't really think this party has a problem with that. It's just something I wanted to point out.
No, it's a fair point.
That's really important.
It's a fair
Yeah,
point.
that's a fair point. Good to bring up.
That's one of the reasons why
It
from the
doesn't happen.
yeah, one of the reasons why from the very beginning it's always been Sid as my main with Andrus as the backup is because it minimizes that from happening. Andrus stays in the background pretty much until those few moments where it's
That's
like,
fair.
okay, Sid needs to be reined the fuck in. Even I recognize it as a player. Time to put him to sleep. But that
Interest, it is being bad again.
yeah. Like that, like Andrus is not meant to be in the forefront. That's one of the things. Like as the tank, he's obviously meant to be in the forefront for combat, but that's it.
And again, there's a reason I'm putting a whole bunch of double characters after this campaign. Like, besides the obvious things like somebody picking the summoner class.
Sid is going to summon Andrus now.
My plans for the next session. Yeah, that is possible. Well, next session, next campaign, that is going to be a thing. Unless someone gets a rework button, which I wouldn't be against.
I'll go Necromancer. Think I won't.
I said you could. I have no problem with it.
Actually, I want to go Callow. Can I go Callow?
Hello? Oh, correct. Right, I actually should bring that up. I do, for people who are on Discord, you may have noticed I've been posting Starfinder stuff in the Pathfinder section. No, that's before we get into this. I am definitely not ready to run a Starfinder campaign because they have not released either the GM's core, they have not released the GM's core or anything, but we are getting our first Starfinder book next month. That's cool. Yes. And they basically said, hey, use this with either the play system or with Pathfinder stuff. We're completely free to do that because they have said before that Pathfinder stuff and Starfinder stuff are backwards compatible. Or cross compatible, I should say, not backwards compatible. And I actually am going to allow that. Because I find a lot of Starfinder stuff cool and there are excuses to use Starfinder stuff. It will not be the first time something in space has crash landed on DeLorean and has actually adapted to moving well with society in air quotes few androids for a certain part of time in DeLorean's.
Next question. If that's true, Sid wants to rip open the wart.
I mean,
Do not send me with running a Warhammer game. I swear to God, I'll do it.
I wouldn't be against that. But,
Sid wishes to challenge Korn to single combat once again.
How about Tree Razor? I can throw you in. He's technically a god. He's technically a chaos god. He has most human voice for Pathfinder.
No, Sid will win that
I
fight
have his
easy.
stat block.
No, Sid will win that fight easy. Sid wants to have a fight that's actually a challenge. And the only person who can deliver that challenge is Korn!
It's Corn!
Corn? Does anyone remember that vine?
Watch as I
Remember
say,
that vine?
watch as I say his name and cause everyone to begin speaking in tongues. Korn, god of betrayal and chaos, butcher of madness and destruction.
Maker of tostadas and
Well, technically, Pathfinder's version of Port is already dead. I mean, you guys saw his thing.
Blood for the blood god.
Oh, yeah, that's also another thing.
yeah.
Is that part of the module? Nope, I added that into basically the use of stuff from World Immortals, and future books.
Oh,
I honestly thought, hey, look
So-
at this in because it's a cool bit of lore, it's a cool event, and it can give an excuse to using stuff that's just been released.
well, in that case,
You know, what's the worst that can happen when you introduce really cool lore to your party? They're not gonna make like party jello shots out of the blood of the blood god. That'd be crazy.
Jingles,
He literally
hand
made-
over all the blood candy. Hand over all the blood candy. It is time for me to return to my true form, insane Cobalt Sid.
It's eats it, rolls a net one on the quarters of the save.
Starts foaming at the mouth.
Falls from the mouth and whacks him the entire session.
No, I don't want that. I want my power back.
Wait for next hit. I talked to Aaron about this, and I'm going to bring it up now. Because I kind of want to lay out the rules for this ahead of time. One, it's still a free archetype game. I'm allowing every class except for Exponent and Geneticist for obvious reasons. Because Exponent, basically, you can become immortal within level 2.
Man,
And I just some of the. And we all know the reason why Geneticist, as we all look at Sid.
Classist!
I'm allowing Pathfinder. I'm allowing Starfinder. I'm allowing the Starfinder races, and only the races. This is because some of the classes. Let me put it this way: I think a lot of people are gonna look at you weird if you have a gigantic combat tank that you fucking control with a machine gun on top of it. And that is a thing. Don't read the mechanics playtest.
That's insane.
Sid just wanted to be a callow.
I'm surprised you didn't want to be an Agonis. And Astrozona, they're basically the thing.
Nope. Sid just
Oh, yeah, I saw them. So fucking creepy looking.
No, that is actually Aaron, not Sid. Sid wants to be a callow. Make everyone catch these 1,000 hands, yes?
Okay. I'm not against you.
Power through that.
Anyway, because I'm getting distracted and
Right.
again, Starfinder races are not the only reason because the races are somewhat balanced from what I've heard from people talking about Galaxy Guide, because that's the first one that's swapping some of the ancestries for playtesting purposes, well, for actual play purposes. So quite a few people are going to playtest races. I won't mind you guys using them. Except for Android, because we already have that. And there's not really any difference besides, I think, and the last thing, you're doing what is referred to as Mythic Quests. Rather than you guys getting Mythic levels, stuff at levels up, you get them from completing quests, aka incentivization to explore and do the side quests in the game. Rather than just putting them off to the last moment.
So we're gonna do that thing where you finish all the side quests before you do mission 1.
Yes,
The main quest.
correct. That way Sid has the power of a celestial god at his hands. And then it won't matter that he banned kineticists. I will bend reality to my will!
You don't know what quests are going to give you mythic levels, though. You get the power, though. That's the thing.
Sid does not care.
And that does mean I am breaking out some of the mythic upgrades for some monsters.
Ooh. Kobolds get mythic traits, right?
No, that's some kobolds do. That's no, there is a mythic, there is a early canonical mythic kobold in the setting.
Jingles.
Sid, surprisingly enough.
Jingo!
That's either.
Jingles is mythic. I will hear no more commentary on this. It is fact.
Anyway.
Yeah. Point. Yeah.
But yeah, anyway. Besides that, again, new content. When I need first, I'm probably gonna allow books because I want to see Necromancer used when it comes out, and we're not that far off from the other. But any other questions?
No.
Things for the Pathfinder.
I'm looking forward to this month.
Wish you could see out of your players.
Yeah. No, you guys meet my expectations quite well. Well, because I expected madness. I expected chaos. Certain things I didn't expect as shown, but in all honesty, again, I don't mind. You guys are great. Great so far. I do have the annoyance of the two-player thing, three-character thing, but that's honestly, that was just something we did for this campaign, and I'm going to be fixing that. But that's more from balance than other things. Otherwise, you guys are great players. Again, and my only thing is with the module at this point, because the more I'm looking into this, the more I realize side content for this thing is just gonna drive me bad.
Yeah.
There's a reason, and I found out why that quest exists in the middle of that freaking chapter. I forgot something about a lot of Pathfinder modules. A lot of them are originally multiple books when they release. So there's an in-between quest to help out players who are just joining into the session because they finished one part and a player left or rejoined or a new player joined it.
It's a filler.
It's a natural way to bump up a player who might have jumped in between set modules. Because that was a thing. And yeah, Kingmaker doesn't have that because it is straight up just expecting you to play through, but gives way to at least get players in and out. Because yeah, the Pathfinder is just anyway. Sorry, I love Pathfinder Society and I need something. I'm not gonna get it.
Understandable.
But yeah, I think that's like a Pathfinder.
All right. In that case, we are very briefly going to go over to the man responsible for absolute disappointment running this channel all month.
Alright. Get your picket sign. Picket sign.
Yep. Yep.
$10 for picket sign.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome now to the podcast. The man who better fucking deliver Cyberpunk this month. This is your brain on chugs.
Yep. Well, this month a lot of nothing happened in Cyberpunk because, yeah, I had a family event for Easter I had to attend. You know, pick the kids. There was swimming and crawfish and a lot of that stuff involved.
Dark.
How dare you make memories?
How dare I make memories and have family time on a holiday when there's like people that are like itching for their trip back into Night City in the time of the 2040s.
You know, it's some real audacity of you to think that you could just go and spend time away from the channel and not feeding our gaming addictions.
That was pretty much the collective reaction from everybody whenever I posted that the game fell on Easter.
Now, no one else will say it. Like, I'm glad you had some good time.
Yes.
I'm glad for you. We are not that important, but we are still gonna bust your balls because that's our job.
Yep.
Look, even members of the group, everybody has busted my balls over the fact that Cyberpunk was canceled.
Oh yeah.
His hand.
No, except for Gravity hasn't said anything.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to
I know what
die.
happens. I know what happens next session to be.
Yeah, Gravity.
I know what's gonna happen. Okay. I'm taking everyone to court. I am taking everyone to court.
Nope, I gotta stop you there. Spoilers, metagaming. I need you to stop, sir.
Look, if it's not him, it's going. If it's not him, it's being.
Yeah, he's not actually spoiling anything. He's making an educated guess as to what the situation he's in is going to entail, because he's currently in Splatter is currently in a one-on-one with Slither, while Slither's brother
In melee.
yeah.
Oh no, I was talking about Dark, not Gravity.
No, it's.
Yeah, because currently you don't know. You don't know that he just shot your brother again.
Multiple times.
I just worry, just like in the other games, Pathfinder, that people take a lot of my jokes and apply them directly to the character. Like, my intro for Pathfinder is, my name's Salazar, and I'm the Megason party, and I'm here to steal everyone's secrets. That is an out-of-canon, quote. It's just a thing I say. But everyone has applied it to in-game Valdar, and I do like to play it up. But I fear me playing it up means that people will apply it in-game. You know what I'm saying?
See,
I believe this because of what you did. Yeah, the last
Yeah,
time
you-
somebody
you-
dropped that he's
yeah.
related to your
Yeah,
brother.
yeah, this isn't even a you saying jokes. You wrecked my face in. You literally almost killed the team because your brother got revealed. It's not an educated leap for anyone in this party to think that you would incite violence for inciting violence on Slither at this point.
Oh no, got punched in the face for a completely different reason.
But it proves proves the violence there. That's the thing you gotta recognize.
You know what that proved?
That you're violent as shit. Yes, we know.
No, because my body is so high, I'm thinking everyone has around the same health as I do, and didn't think to, understand that you may not have that much, health, and my punches are actually kind of lethal.
Nero,
Kinda, yeah.
Nero, I want you to.
Remember the first game I was playing as Roof, and we rolled, oh yeah, I'm just gonna choke this guy out, and I rolled 20 or something ridiculous, yeah, you choke this guy, and he just goes down. It's oh, is he knocked out? He's not moving. I was oh. Yeah. Whoops.
But nah. We're looking forward to this month in Cyberpunk. We really are. Especially seeing the conclusion of all the shit that is going on. We've had to delay our plans for a month. You've actually made me even more paranoid. It's not a good thing when the strategist is paranoid, people. But now I'm looking forward to Cyberpunk. I don't know about the rest of you guys. I'm excited. Is there any other questions for Chugs?
Well, Chuck, I know we've asked this, just like I asked Gravity. Is there anything you want to see from us when it comes to Cyberpunk right now?
Well, okay, so I will throw something out there. I've been in the Reddit forums for Cyberpunk Red, and I've come to realize, as well as being straight up told by other GMs, that taking it really easy on you guys. The difficulty on the game's about to go up, and the only thing I really expect from any of you is don't get upset when you get shot.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fair.
I'm more toasting my dice, but you know why, not that.
Rook has had it too good for too long. I'm about to get like shot in the knees.
Right.
I feel like I'm gonna be putting me and Jackie in front of me a lot more often because let's get real about it. I am squishy and do not belong on the front lines. You bitches.
Yeah. That's why you stay back.
Yeah.
No, I belong in the van or the AV or in the fucking car.
One thing I actually wanted to mention to everybody about Cyberpunk, a little mechanic that I noticed in the book since I've been giving it a look over. Mainly, I mean, it's the cyber psychosis mechanic. That I know I read it when I first created our characters, but I think I just forgot about it and I just remembered while reading it recently. But like, we're supposed to role play when we get to when our empathy stat becomes 3. We're supposed to role play slightly disassociating. When it becomes 2, you're supposed to disassociate quite a bit. When it becomes 1, you're disassociating the fuck and start getting paranoid. And yeah, when your empathy is 0, you're cyber psycho. And that's something that I haven't been doing with Fox, and I should have been doing actually this time. Like there's been a few episodes where Fox should have been way more like cold and like uncaring about some things that I'm gonna try to start doing now, especially since I'm currently sitting at an empathy of 2.
Oh boy.
What's
And
empathy?
Again, the serial killer continues to have the highest empathy.
What's empathy?
Right. But it's really well laid out in the book, and if any of you haven't read that part of the book yet, I would recommend, because it gives some really cool ideas to slowly actually start going insane. I think that's fun to roleplay, and I'm going to start doing that.
I am slowly going insane, sir.
Well, you for a different reason. Because the party is driving you insane. Yeah.
There's more than that.
Yeah. But that's something like I noticed I haven't been doing with Fox, and I'm going to try to be doing that.
I feel you. All right, so now I guess we'll go ahead and shift gears over to the game we just got done with. Avenging the King had its 3rd session this month. Where to begin?
From the beginning.
All right, well, in the beginning, see, there was this party of assholes that totally thought they were badasses. We're total badasses, but fucked a whole bunch of shit up along the... Oh, wait, you didn't mean that beginning, sorry.
When a mommy Kragan and a daddy Kragan love each other very much.
Horrifying things happen. If you knew the depth of that statement.
Dark Light, shut your fucking mouth. Alright, so our party found themselves in the ancillary woods inside of the mall's 1st floor today, last session, starting this session. And upon starting this session, they saw 2 salamanders locked in combat. Raul decided, oh, hey, let me go get this dude. Be a kill stealer. Totally backfired on him, as the sorceress of the group got the kill for the chromatic orb.
I was stolen.
Yes, you were blocked from kill stealing by a kill still.
Yep.
But our party proceeded to continue along, and after dealing an intense amount of damage to the creatures in the maw, brought forth one of the mall bosses, Viridathus, the ever-growing hunger, and found themselves face to face with a monstrosity of tentacle, viney, rooty horror. They laid in some serious damage on him. He attempted to poison them and is trying to convert them into his playthings. And they hit him so hard, in fact, that it triggered the maw's eject button. So the party ended up getting torn out of the maw and thrown out, where they encountered an old man going by the name of Bob, who, after some questioning, told them to shut the fuck up and follow him. He then led them to his place, where he proceeded to show the party that he has no love lost for Lald, as multiple expletives were used.
Big fan of that guy.
Right. After conversating with him and finding out about what and being told that if they help him get rid of Legion, he'll be more than happy to help them with their quest. The party then is told to take a rest, chill out, relax, get yourselves together, which is where we ended the session. Amidst the party constantly trying their damnedest not to metagame, knowing exactly who is sitting right in front of them, as I slowly twisted the knife in their hearts that this man's life has been completely destroyed.
Yeah.
So, we'll go ahead and open up the floor now. How's everybody feeling after the abuse tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good. I just know I'm about to get a hammer to several of my bones. But basically, the only reason I bring that up is shit happens, mistakes happen, miscommunications happen, and it's how we deal with those miscommunications. That's really all I wanted to say on that.
Yeah.
Because it was something we did talk about, and I'm not about to feel some type of way or throw blame this way, that way. No. Shit happens. It really, and it's that simple. Shit just kind of happens.
Yeah, the whole
You
party
gotta roll
fucked
those
up,
punches.
you know? The DM refusing to accept any fault in this whatsoever, even though it was probably him to begin with.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I cannot wait for more of this campaign, especially when we don't really get to play it that often, because it comes on some odd days.
Well, right now it is a staple at the end of the month. You guys are. I gotta know. How bad did y'all want to ask this man for a hit?
It was the first thing for me. The very first thing.
I gotta remember, I'm not playing that kind of character.
Yep.
I never said that.
See, I did briefly touch on the fact that that the pipe looks weathered, but the reality of the matter is he hasn't used that pipe in years.
I can't wait. Wait.
It's a reminder of the old world, you know.
I mean, we could bring him some of Legion's ashes and he could smoke that.
Oh shit, that sounds hot.
We'll try.
Somewhere out
Or we'll try.
I could smoke that.
somewhere out in the multiverse, Matthew just sneezes and he doesn't know why. He looked chilled out of his spine.
Actually, yeah. How does it feel, knowing that we're coming for your ass first?
Yeah, Matthew, how does it feel being the, or should I say, let's call you by your original character name, Dick.
It's been so long, Richard.
Richard.
Richard, and he was waiting for it. Like, there was so much fantastic impressions for many members of the party. I imagine it's going to be interesting. Meanwhile, I'm expecting what I expected when that duel happened.
Oh, I'm very interested to see how you guys react to Legion. Especially if Sir Bob John was any indication.
Yeah.
You cheesing motherfuckers, every one of you. I do believe this is the first time we've actually said Bartor's name in the campaign, the entire campaign.
Yep. Yep.
How fitting for Chugs to bring his background music in here. Turn that shit up. It's been so long.
Run! Sprint! You know, run! He's getting closer! He's getting closer!
Fantastic.
Hello. How's it going? It's been a while. I really want someone to like out loud say ominous saxophone. Just yes. You hear the faint ominous saxophone. I would love that to believe that saxophones don't exist in this world. Bartar has the only one, so that sound has been associated with fear.
Yes.
So, yeah, one thing I do, I as the DM, I gotta be honest about that I enjoy about this campaign is I get to explore different certain characters from different points of view. Right? And Sir Bob John's kind of the perfect example right there of the differences in characters. In the original timeline, y'all had a man who built his own career, built his own nation essentially up from nothing, and was 100% sure of who he was and his power. Now you've got a still quite outspoken man, but he's been incredibly humbled. Everything he's had has been taken from him and destroyed. Like, what he has now is all he cares about, you know what I mean? Plus, you know, it gives it the chance for you guys to get to see a totally different side of the character from this one, because, case in point, we've touched on Sir Bob John's origins before, but that was a big one right there for you. Right in your face.
Yeah.
And I love how it's the first thing Mystic was like, Dad? But yeah, what do you guys have any questions for me? Anything y'all wondering? Talk to me.
So, next session, we gonna still be in this town, or we're like on our way to the undead?
That's up to you guys. Y'all are gonna be starting off here at Sir Bob John's, or no longer Sir Bob John's.
Okay. At Bob's.
Yep.
tell us his last name yet, right?
Right, y'all just know him as Bob,
Yeah.
but you, the players, all know who the fuck this man is.
Yep. Coolest guy around.
The Grand High Wizard himself.
So we're adopting Bob. As all parties adopt NPCs, we're adopting Bob.
Absolutely.
Okay. Y'all know this man's like a couple thousand years old, right?
Doesn't matter.
Adopted. Adventurers parties want not for those customs.
Y'all do understand that y'all are literally old enough, young enough to be his great grandkids, right?
Doesn't matter. Yeah. Part of family now. Yep. That's our kooky grandfather.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's literally like a subsect of the meme. Boblin the Goblin that all the parties like adopt. You made Bob. You just took out the Lin, but that don't matter. It's still Bob.
It's Sir Bob John. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. You know what? Go ahead. Players, do what you want.
We shall not be stopped. We shall now go knit a sweater for our kooky grandfather.
Oh my god.
That's why I asked if there was a leatherworking store around. We're gonna make him a fucking.
Oh my god. But yeah,
Party actions can never be predicted.
so what y'all got for real though?
No, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I feel the power on everyone's here. It's like it feels like we're all delivering like fucking destructive blows to these things.
It's almost like you're all rolling 66, drop 1.
Yeah, that later. This could be rectified instead of, the rest of us. You just have the one player just roll an extra dice.
No ma'am, I am not readjusting everything just so you can keep this power.
What? Come on.
No ma'am.
Players riot!
Players, riot. Riot.
Keep it up and I'll drag y'all to
Either
20.
Cyberpunk-
Keep it up and I'll drag y'all to 2024. I'll watch half this party start crying over the nerf. Dark, we'll start with you.
I shall be the martyr for this revolution. Goodbye, everyone.
Somewhere in the original timeline, Sir Bob John is taking a drag off of his hookah. Wonder what those dumbasses are up to in Ravnica. Oh wait, I don't really care.
Yeah, you gotta do it like.
Oh yeah.
I wonder what those kids up to.
Hey
I'm
man,
sure it'll work itself out.
I wonder what those kids are up to, man.
I don't know. They're kind of wild, man.
Yeah.
Alright, man.
Nero, what are you doing? This is not your purpose. This is... What are you doing? Okay, weirdo.
Magnus, this is not the last time you will hear Raoul grilling you.
I think you all need a long rest so y'all can magically recover.
Well, yeah. That's what we're in the process of doing.
Yep. No, I had a lot of fun with you guys. I was surprised to see Magnus dip the fuck, though. I'm not gonna lie. I do understand the move, but I was surprised.
I am a squishy wizard. Even with my icon, I am a squishy wizard. With bad rolls, usually.
In 99% of the scenarios, that's the right choice.
Yeah. But I removed your curse.
For that, you delayed.
You should have taken advantage of it, sir. But now,
Yeah.
the curse shall return in full by the morrow.
Now, you shush. Gravity, remember, drain a goat's blood on a reflective surface, and then under the reflective surface of the moon on the blood, roll the dice 200 times, and the curse will be lifted.
And don't forget to bathe in the blood of the ghost heart. That is the key. That is the key fucking move. If you don't do that, the dice gods won't think you're serious. Like we said earlier, no more human sacrifices.
You know, we're here talking shit like Gravity hasn't tried all these things already.
Right.
I haven't tried. There's a reason I've upgraded to you.
I like that.
All right. So it sounds like we all got some pretty interesting plays on our hands throughout the month here. Let's see, what days are those gonna be? So we got May 4th. We're coming back in here with Ravnica.
Oh shit! We gonna do Jedi mind tricks?
Yep. We're doing Jedi mind tricks. I'm going to trick you all into surgery.
Look,
May 11th, which I believe is Mother's Day, is Pathfinder.
yeah. Actually, yeah.
If that's a problem, then it might be the that might be the time we have. The one time we have to have.
Oh, sounds like we are canceling Pathfinder for May, ladies and gentlemen. So that means we will be back on May 18th with Cyberpunk Red and Better Off Red. And then we'll return here where we'll get to roast Gravity next time for not having a game that month. And denying everybody of their Sid addiction.
I don't want that. I don't
Wait,
know about that.
wait a minute. Wait, hold on a minute. What do you mean? No Sid?
Yeah, no Sid for the month of May. We're not doing Pathfinder, little dude.
What kind of bullshit is this?
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Listen here. I wanna fight something. I better be here!
Can't just do the thing.
Yeah, we're gonna go with don't you have some tech work to be doing? Or some shit?
A portal opens up next to Sid, and Darker's arm just reaches out and just yanks him in.
This is a back!
If a Sid screams in the void, can you hear it? Does it make sound if no one's there to hear it?
Hold on a second, we can check. Hold on a second, we can check. Whoop.
So only when you open the portal back up. Otherwise, no.
I'll double check.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to our microphone.
return here May
I am
25th.
your new Cobalt Overlord, Jinko.
I'm down with that.
Yo,
Okay.
Okay, I'm done.
But we will return May 25th with the next GM podcast, like I said, where we'll roast Gravity for not having Pathfinder. And we'll let Sid really get his 2 cents in on Gravity. But, with that being said, if there's nothing else to say, let's go ahead and we'll start with Dark. Outro time, buddy.
As always, everyone, this is Darkheart, DM of Raven and Ravnica, and a player in all our other games. Signing off. Passing over to Gravity.
hey everybody, I've been Gravity Shop, the GM of the Pathfinder campaign, the puppeteer of practice, the fourth person for Intrigues Adventures, and so on. And probably the person burying Swider's corpse after the end of the Cyberpunk, and God help us all for next month. As I pass it on to your
Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. I've been Miguel, player in all the games, GM in my home games. Hope you have fun. Passing it to Chugs.
I'm Adam. This is your brain on Chugs.
It's okay, you've got a chance to redeem yourself next month.
Yep, so until then, keep throwing your spitballs at me.
Alright, everyone.
And I'm Aaron, the DM of Villain Campaign and player and everything else. We'll see you guys all on the next one. Thanks for coming and joining us. We're all tired and want to go to bed. Toodles!